Welcome back, everybody. And when you get a chance, hit the subscribe button if you can. Um, Today I want to talk about something a little bit different. I want to talk about men going their own way and why today is a very important era, I would say, for men to go their own way and to try to avoid things like relationships and marriage, especially. Avoid it as much as possible if you really want peace and happiness. And I know a lot of people will probably say like, man, oh, he probably just hasn't found the right one, or he just hates women. No, it's nothing like that. you know if you really pay attention and observe, you know women changed right along with technology, you know which means the better technology got, um, the more values and morals that women choose to abandon. um, and you really have to ask yourself, well, what makes me happy? you know what 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 really puts a smile on my face? Okay, now I'm 40 years old. Okay, never been married, only have one child. um, I'm also a professional skateboarder and own my little skateboard business and stuff. I've never met a man that's come to me and said, man, you know, um, I've been married 5 years and it's just been the most amazing 5 years of my life. Or I've been married 10 years and I just can't believe I found a woman like this. Like these 10 years have just been so amazing. It feels like a dream, and you know. But I always seem to meet ones, even if they're not divorced, they're not happy, and they're talking about how the woman makes them feel, and how basically how they're pretty much saying life sucks. Okay, and I mean, you got to ask yourself, there's a reason why divorce rates are higher than marriage rates, you know and so many guys, they get into a relationship or marriage, and the first thing they want to do is abandon what they truly love doing, their passion, whether it's music, uh, working out, whatever it may be. Abandon that because you feel, because you're in a relationship now or a marriage, you have to put all your time into her. And then guess what? It's happening. All the time you're putting into her, she's taking that energy, putting it into someone else down the line, and here you go, abandoning what truly made you happy for something that you thought was going to make you happy. Okay? And, so many guys, I mean, what do you get out of when a relationship is over, or when the marriage is over? What do you get out of it? You know, the average man walks away with nothing except a bunch of bills and a bunch of stress, you know, and a bunch of court dates. Okay? And I look at all these men, I see them all the time. You see all these rappers and celebrities going through it, basketball players, athletes, women getting with them, and you know, these guys make the mistake of wanting to get married because they feel well, if I don't marry her, some other guy's gonna marry her, and then it's all a control thing. It's all a control thing. You know, marriage is nothing but a business anyway. If you truly have a bond with somebody, there's no reason it needs to be on paper, and there's no reason that there needs to be a record of it or the world needs to know. That bond was created between you and that person within. So it's nobody else's business. So to go have to register to say, well, I'm married to this person, that should tell you right there that it's something funny about it and you need to be asking yourself questions about it. You know, the average man in America, in the world, I would say, the average married man is not happy, you know? And in this day and era, I mean, in this era, with this technology, women would rather have a relationship with their cell phone than a man anyway. Okay? I give you an example. Okay? When I go to the club, sometimes this is what you see. I see women like this, dancing, got their phones like this, not even paying attention to any man around them. You know, they got their little drink in their hand and, they all in the phone like, yeah, girl, we getting turned up. Okay? My point is this. There was a time where a woman, wouldn't mind going up to a guy dancing with him in front of him or, they're grinding on each other. Nowadays, a woman don't even want to do that, you know. A phone is just as good as a human body to them, okay? You know, nowadays, the cell phones have women's souls, and not just women, a lot of people, men too, you know, souls are trapped in their cell phones, especially these young millennials, you know. All they know is technology and cell phone. They don't know about human interaction. But, you know, when you sit back and observe all of this, and you have to be by yourself to get a good observation on what's really going on around you, you know. So many of you men are so scared to be alone, like you're losing something, you know. You're not losing anything. In order to recharge the body, you have to be alone. In order to recharge the mental, you have to be alone. In order to remain spiritual, you have to be alone. In order to find knowledge yourself, you have to be alone. So, but you can't do that when all your energy is going into a woman that you're hoping that you're gonna please, and she's not appreciating anything that you do, you know, but has you highly stressed out. Okay. I don't have that problem. Like I said, um, I have my own little place, a nice little place to live. And, like I said, I have my own outlets, you know. You have to have outlets that you truly love doing to keep you, I should say, to keep you sane in the brain, okay? Um, as long as you have outlets, you'll never worry or have a hard time being alone, okay? See, toxic people need to be around other people for energy, okay? All right? If you're not a toxic individual, that explains why you like to be home by yourself a lot. Because we know the world's full of toxic individuals. So that's why I choose to remain, um, I'm an introvert, so I choose to remain by myself, and I choose to remain, you know, single. And you know, being 40 years old, I'm gonna be honest, I'm having the time of my life, you know. Once I became comfortable and realized how I'm an introvert and I'm an empath, and being alone is not bad, and it's not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's how I gain energy and how I gain my ideas. And once I figured out that, that's when I actually really started to feel like I'm living. You know, they say misery loves company. You know, and the average women is miserable. You know, and I refuse to let a woman drag me in her cage of misery. You know, why? Because I know how to be happy and be alone. I love myself. I found who I am. I did my soul searching within myself. You know, if you haven't had that and you haven't done that, then you'll be just as dumb as a lot of these other guys out there trying to find happiness, chasing some woman around.